What's up, customizers? Today I'm going to show you how you can make your own engineer from the classic Battlefront game. Let's go! We'll start with disassembling the figure using a hobby knife and hairdryer. When disassembling, you'll want to remove as many pieces as possible for ease of painting and priming. Once disassembled, it's time to mask the black undersuit. These are all the pieces I masked and used blue tack to get into the smaller, harder to reach areas. Now the parts have been masked, we move outside to where I begin to Dremel. Here I make a mistake, but luckily it's not a costly one. I'm Dremeling the body down so the new chest overlay will fit correctly. However, I wasn't aware of how much Dremeling was involved, and because of this, I Dremel the arms slightly. It's not a huge deal, and I was easily saved, but for anyone using this kit, don't do what I did, and remove the arms before Dremeling. As always, these parts are from DS Artworks Patreon. To find all his files, his link will be in the description. I had prepped all my parts beforehand, so all I had to do here was prime everything. I used white for the base armor colour, black for the weapons, and grey for the equipment. For the health and Bacta canister, I did need to reprint it down by 60% as the one I printed first was far too large for my liking. After the primers have dried, I added one layer of matte clear coat for protection. Now to bring all the parts inside and unmask everything. As always, the fun part, the painting. I start off with Vallejo black to add all the details of the helmet first. I use a black wash to get into the smaller areas of the helmet. Here you can see I make 4 markers before painting the circles on the helmet. This helps me to get a better outline. You can also use a pencil to sketch designs like this if it makes it easier for you. I didn't have the colour that matches the brown of the engineer, so I mixed Vallejo white and Gawthor brown to a colour that suited me. I ended up making several variations until I'm happy with this colour, each time adding more brown. As you can see, I don't really test anything and just wing it for the designs. If there's something I don't like or needs changing, I simply repaint it or use the cleanup method. Next I use flat blue for the circular details on his chest. The engineer has a light effect on his helmet, so I tried to replicate that using Andrea blue and then adding white to make it lighter at the centre. I then go over all the other recessed areas of the figure in the same black wash. Here I'm using the cleanup method for some areas that needed tidying up a bit. This consists of using a hobby knife to scrape away the paint I don't want, and then covering my mistakes in Vallejo white if that doesn't work. Here you can see some of the areas that I've accidentally hit with the Dremel. I definitely won't be making that mistake again. Now on to weathering. I didn't want to overdo it with this guy, so I just added some carbon scoring on raised edges and a few other areas. For the back to canister, I just used the mix of blue I used for the helmet light. After you're happy with your painting, take all the parts out for one last layer of matte clear coat. The last two steps are to reassemble the figure and add some gloss varnish to the visor. And now he's all finished up, he should look something a little bit like this. Now I think the only thing left to do is take some pictures of him. As always, if you've enjoyed this video, please like, comment and subscribe to see more content like this. Thank you all for watching and happy customizing.